Whenever people think of directors, we usually see a person on a film set sitting in a chair and managing actors and crew in order to create their vision. But we forget how big the media industry is, and so far in our video course, these video students haven't had a chance to really step into the role of a film director until now. Welcome back to part 2 of Short Stack Director's Cut. Just like last time, I'm your host, Ariana Cruz. We just had so much content that we couldn't fit in all into one video. Today, our movies cover a breadth of genres and eras. Let's get right into our first movie, which has hailed as visual effects masterpiece, changing the genre and redefining what the limits of CGI could be. There are so many pop culture references that stem from this movie, and it launched a franchise that is still producing entries to this day.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life, that there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
The Matrix was released in 1999, but still holds up today and is rooted in the hearts of many fans, with whole video essays being dedicated to the analysis of this movie. It's easy to see why it would be the choice of the student Edward Mulvey, especially this iconic scene.
Let me tell you why you're here. You're here because you know something. What you know, you can't explain, but you feel it. You felt it your entire life. There's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there. Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad. It is the feeling that has brought you to me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is? The Matrix is everywhere. It's all around us. Even now, in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
What truth?
That you are a slave. Neo, like everyone else, you were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there's no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
Here's the director and actor himself, Ed Mulvey. So Ed, you're the only student who acted and directed their own project. Did you add that layer of difficulty to the process?
So that was kind of just like a last minute change. I was trying to figure out if I could get another actor for the scene, but nobody else was able to do it, so I just stepped in and filled in the role of Neo.
And which was easier for you in this project, filming and directing or editing and syncing your own scene to the original?
So the easiest part for me was mostly just getting all the shots. That was also difficult too, but it was the most easiest for me. It was also the more fun part of making this film. The hardest part though for me was it was putting it all together and trying to make it all match up. That was the more difficult part of doing this project.
Finally, I have to ask, I noticed you didn't use the exact pills from the movie, so how did you make your own blue and red pill?
So, when I went to my friend's house to do the film, we went to Devin's medicine cabinet and we opened it up and we took a red tongs and we took a white tongs and we colored the white tongs with blue Sharpie. So thank God in the sea Neo didn't take the blue pill, or else I don't know if I would still be here. So there's that.
Right. Our next movie stars an all too familiar actor, Chris Evans, thrust into a plot that is very different from your average Marvel movie. We all have our own family dramas, those aunts and uncles who despise each other. We've all seen the arguments break out over Thanksgiving, but did the family tension ever turn deadly?
Mm-hmm. So why?
Why?
Why? Hey, this is everything. There's got to be a bigger reason why, and you know.
Well, how about it had to do more with you guys than with me?
Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense.
Did he tell you anything?
Only that I wasn't getting a cent.
That's because he wanted you to build something from the ground up.
Build something from the ground up. Yeah, my mother built her business from the ground up with $1 million loan from my grandfather. My father owns none of it. She made him sign a prenup. He lives in fear. And I know that's what my grandfather was trying to protect me from by doing this, and I know I shouldn't say this out loud, but when he told me, Jesus, I could have killed him. After I left the party, though, I was driving nowhere, just in the night, and I had this, clarity. Like from here on out, I was gonna have to fend for myself. And that felt good. You old bastard. Marta, I know 3 things. 1, I know he didn't commit suicide.
What makes you think that?
I don't think it. I know it. Because I knew my granddad. Maybe you and I were the only 2 who knew him, so you're not gonna bullshit me on this, because 2, I know lying makes you puke. Because of that mafia game last 4th of July. And 3, I know you just ate a full plate of baked beans and sausage. So, look me in the eye and tell me what happened to my grandfather.
Knives Out was released in 2019 to very positive critical acclaim, scoring a 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and centers around the death of a crime novelist where everyone in his family quickly turns into a suspect as they hide their personal secrets.
This is a nightmare.
So why?
Why?
Why? Hey, this is everything. There's gotta be more, and you know that.
Well, how about I had to do more with you guys than me?
Yeah, that has to be it.
Did he tell you guys anything?
Only that I wasn't getting a cent.
That's because he wanted you to build something from the ground up.
Build something from the ground up. Yeah. My mother built her company from the ground up with $1 million loan from my grandfather. My father owns none of it. She made him sign a prenup. He lives in fear, and I know that's what my grandfather was trying to protect me from. I know I shouldn't say this out loud, but when he told me, Jesus, I could have killed him. After I left the party, though, I was just driving. Nowhere, just in the night, and I had this, clarity. Like, from here on out, I was gonna have to fend for myself, and that felt good, the old bastard. Marta, I know 3 things. 1, I know my granddad didn't kill himself.
What makes you think that?
I don't think it. I know it. I knew my granddad. Maybe you and I were the only 2 that really knew him. So you're not gonna bullshit me on this. Because 2, I know lying makes you puke because of the mafia game on the 4th of July. And 3, because you just ate a full plate of baked beans and sausage. So, look me in my eyes and tell me everything about what happened to my granddad.
Here's our own Marvel, Star Wars, and almost everything pop culture fan, Riley Cupo. Riley, I know this project was very difficult from the news pieces that you're used to producing. Did you like it better, or would you rather stick to the news next time?
I'm a film person, so easily film is the option in my book.
I noticed the beans in the recreation wasn't exactly the same as the beans in the film, so why not baked beans?
Jenny does not eat baked beans. She's a refried beans type person, and since she was my actor, I had to accommodate to whatever she felt, so refried beans were the only option that we had going.
A sequel for Knives Out, currently just called Knives Out 2, is in the works for a 2022 release. Are you excited about it, and do you think it will live up to the reputation of the first one?
Here's the thing, murder mysteries I feel like don't work in sequels, so I don't know, unless like the writers for it, I don't know who's writing it, but I don't know, unless the writers for it are as good as the ones who do, I just don't think that it's going to live up to the same as the first one. I didn't really feel like it had a sequel premise to it.
I agree. So, we've seen films spanning decades and genres, but we still have one more from a classic genre of movies that no other project mimicked. We'll touch on that right after this break.
When looking to purchase a home, it's not just the building or the property that always matters. You need good connections with neighbors, lovely views, a great selection of businesses, and a welcoming community. This is Kim Corkum, and she's been working with customers to help make their dream come true, whether it's buying, selling, or renting.
Hi, I've known Kim Corkum for over 10 years. She's one of the best real estate agents in Orange County. She just recently sold my house in Warwick and is working with us to find us a rental until we can figure out what we want to do in the future.
Kim grew up here and continues to be an active member of the community. She wants others to be able to experience Warwick and enjoy all it has to offer as well.
Hi, I'm Kim Corkum from Keller Williams Realty. I've been a realtor since 1998, born and raised here in Warwick, and I absolutely love Warwick. From the Warwick Farmers Market to our St. Anthony's Hospital to our Warwick schools, this location, this area is amazing. It is welcoming to all, and I'm extremely happy and excited to show you our lovely Warwick Valley.
Whether it's getting in touch with nature, enjoying outdoor activities, or the bustling shops and restaurants, Warwick has something for everyone. Kim Corkum will help you find the perfect place to call home with expert guidance at every step. So if Warwick has piqued your interest, then don't delay. Go to kw.com and find your new home today.
We're back, and we have the final project, which is a modern take on the classic trope of the coming-of-age movie. We've seen the tale of growing up as a teenager from so many perspectives, someone who seems like he has it all, such as Ferris Bueller, to someone who could lose it all, like Nadine in The Edge of 17. So what does this film have to offer for the legacy of the teen movie?
Worked. But the irresponsible people who partied also got into those colleges. They did both.
So?
So we messed up. We didn't have to choose. They did both. We are the only assholes who did one.
Hey, we are not assholes, okay? Let's just come sit down, we'll cut the cake, look at the memory box, celebrate the end.
This is not a time to celebrate. We have to go to a party tonight.
What?
Let's go to Nick's party.
Are you kidding? No way.
Amy, we only have one night left to have studied and partied in high school. Otherwise, we're just gonna be the girls that missed out. We haven't done anything. We haven't broken any rules.
Okay, we've broken a lot of rules. One, we have fake IDs.
Fake college IDs so we can get into their 24-hour library.
Name one person whose life was so much better because they broke a couple of rules.
Picasso.
He broke art rules. Name a person who broke a real rule.
Rosa Parks.
Name another
Susan B. Anthony.
God damn it.
Amy, I'm so serious. They think that we're robots. They think all we care about is taking 1 million APs and getting into Yale and editing law review at Georgetown and clerking for a federal judge between junior and senior year before eventually becoming the youngest justice ever nominated to the Supreme Court of the United States. In my case, you get the point. Nobody knows that we are fun.
We know.
They need to know.
Who's they?
We are not one-dimensional. We are smart and fun. We have to do this.
This is crazy. We graduate tomorrow. What if we get in trouble?
You know that we are too smart for that. Plus, Ryan is gonna be there. She wanted you to come. You're finally gonna make your moves.
No, she's not.
You've been out for 2 years and you've never kissed a girl. I want you to experience this. What will I be doing during that time, you might ask? I'm going to experience a seminal fun anecdote, and we are gonna change our stories forever.
We were gonna watch that Ken Burns thing.
The Dust Bowl can wait.
Booksmart was released in 2019 and was seen as a modern take on the teen movie. It's the story of two overreachers who realize all the classic high school moments that they missed out on. So they set out for a night out of fun to make up for the years of studying over enjoying life. This classic setup of one night to remember is entirely enthralling, so it's easy to see why Matt Doherty chose this scene.
The irresponsible people who partied also got into those colleges. They did both.
So we messed up. We didn't have to choose. We are the only assholes who did one.
Hey, we're not assholes. Just come sit. We'll cut the cake. We'll get the memory box. We'll celebrate.
This is not a time to celebrate. You have to go to a party.
What?
Let's go to Nick's party.
No, no.
Amy, we have only one night left to have studied and partied in high school. Otherwise, we're gonna be the girls who missed out. We haven't done anything. We haven't broken any rules.
Hey, we've broken plenty of rules. One, we have fake IDs.
Fake college IDs so we could get into their 24-hour library.
Name one person who benefited from breaking a rule.
Picasso.
He broke art rules. Name a person who benefited from a real rule.
Rosa Parks?
Name another.
Susan B. Anthony.
God damn it.
Amy, I'm so serious. They think we're robots. They think all we care about is taking 1,000,000 APs and getting into Yale and editing law review at Georgetown and clerking for a federal judge between junior and senior year before eventually becoming the youngest justice ever nominated to the Supreme Court of the United States. In my case, you get the point. Nobody knows we're fun.
We know.
They need to know.
Who's that?
We're not one-dimensional. We are smart and fun. We have to do this.
This is crazy. We graduate tomorrow. What if we get in trouble?
You know we're too smart for that. Plus, Ryan's gonna be there. She wants you to come. You're finally gonna make your move.
Shh, no, she's not.
You've been out for 2 years, and you haven't kissed a girl. I want you to experience this. What am I gonna be doing during that time, you might ask? I'm gonna experience the Seminole Fun antidote, and we are gonna change our lives forever.
We were supposed to watch that Ken Burns thing.
The Dust Bowl can wait.
Our final guest, Matt Doherty, the so-called resident writer of our class, who helps out on most scripts that we write for these shows. Matt, I noticed that you're the only scene to be shot fully outside, especially in the winter. That must have been an interesting experience to put on for your to put you and your actors through.
Yeah, I really have to say that I don't think I really thought it through entirely that I was outside. I think because the movie was set in, summer or spring, I really thought it would be warm. And in my mind, Belleville, with that beautiful view, was the perfect place. I just never considered that I wouldn't be plowed till the day we got there.
I did notice the snow. I did.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And unfortunately, some of my actors like Brooke, we were there longer, and other actors like Riley didn't have socks on that day. So our feet were full on frozen by the end. We were so numb. At one point we questioned whether or not we should do wide shots or if we should just go home. And the moment it was done, Riley just raced back to my car instantly to turn on the heat. I threw her my keys. I had to pack everything up though. That was suffering.
I could only imagine.
Exactly, yeah. And then we had to go back to Riley's house. We ran warm water and we got it. And I'm very grateful for them both to do that for me. I know they went through a lot of pain, physical pain actually. But yeah, I'm glad.
Mm-hmm. Right before you were supposed to film this project, where you were unfortunately quarantined, how did that impact the filming and editing of this project?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's happened a lot during this pandemic. A lot of us have been quarantined, and honestly, I feel like it helped me a bit. It really gave me some perspective. I got to watch everyone else's things, and I think that helped me improve on mine, because I could get advice from Connor, who did a very specific editing method, and advice on Aaron, who had a very specific shooting method too. I think I combined that and kind of helped me along the process a bit. I do have to say though, it kind of pushed timetables back. Originally my actors weren't going to be Brooke and Riley, they're going to be my college friend and one of my best friends. But with quarantine and all, I had to go back. I mean, my college friend had to go back, so. But gladly, Brooke and Riley stepped up, and that was really great of them.
That's sweet. On the subject of coming of age moments, what's a moment that you think you'll treasure from these high school years?
There's so many moments, and I think really it's all these little moments, these little conversations you have. I remember one time me, Riley, and Brooke went to a party, and we really enjoyed the party, but we went early, we left a bit early, and we found out that we didn't have to be home that fast. So we went to Burger King, and we got just some Burger Kings, and we just drove over to Park Ave, which actually apparently not supposed to be anymore. It's trespassing apparently.
Oh wow.
And we just sat in the cold playground, ate Burger King, and listened to Lorde, which always helps with these meaningful moments. Don't give me that look, Ari.
Right.
Lorde has a lot of childhood things.
Right.
And then it was so much fun. So.
And that's a wrap on this director's cut of Short Stack, as our class finally takes a taste of what it's like to have to create reality instead of just recording it. If you're interested in any aspect of video production, reach out to guidance and see if this class or studio production could fit into your schedule. I've been your host, Ariana Cruz, and thank you for watching The Valley. Short Stack.
In the heart of Warwick Village, Taco Hombre is sure to never disappoint those looking for a fresh, fast, and friendly dining experience. It all started from a desire to bring the California surf and snowboard vibe and delicious taco stands right here to the town of Warwick. Nothing is better than house-made food assembled right in front of you, assuring that you have full control and knowledge of what you and your family are eating. With options for restricted diets and allergies, you're sure to find something for yourself and everyone you're feeding. With online ordering and pickup, in-person ordering with seating options, and even a broad catering menu, Taco Hombre is a safe, flexible environment where your needs are sure to be met. Here at Taco Hombre, we are the only quick-service Mexican restaurant in town that's perfect for busy families, kids, and teens. Whether you're looking for the perfect bite to eat, a friendly environment, or even to apply for work, Taco Hombre is the place to be.